I'm John Dean. I was a photography student here in Nottingham in 1976, and I'm really pleased to be back 50 years later. When I first picked up a camera, when a neighbor in Westfield, New Jersey gave me her old box camera. It was a Brownie box camera. I was 7 years old, and I started taking pictures of my friends. And that's Mrs. Potts was her name. And she gave me this little camera, and I took off with it. And it was just, ever since. So I've been a photographer practically for my entire life. Here I was on an exchange program between my school, Maryland Institute College of Art, and Trent Polytechnic. I wasn't in college for photography, and I was in my junior year, and I was just looking for something else to do. I hadn't been away from home before, so that was kind of nice to have a program that would get me out of the States and away from home and just have some time on my own. I just came up with being a street photographer, witness to what was happening here. I didn't really have a proposal. It wasn't that formal. I felt like the students that I was in with, they were third-year students here. I think in a way they were more serious about their photography in terms of art. They were looking towards gallery and artistic vision. They had a vision. I feel like at that young age, I didn't really have much of a vision other than I really liked meeting people. And I had, I of course liked the work of many Diane Arbus, Robert Frank. I had in my mind, but basically I just felt lucky to have the time to do nothing but take pictures. Just to be immersed in just photography every day was a real treat. I got to use 3 different kinds of cameras. I was used to my own 35mm, but they had a 4x5-inch camera here. I could take that out and on a tripod and be very methodical about making photographs. Instead of, as Ansel Adams would say, taking pictures or making photographs, you want to make photographs. There's a lot of wonderful things that happened to me here, and I'm really happy to be back. I think that the love of everyone I've talked to here seems to know about the exhibit. So yeah, I'd like to just have people see through my eyes what I saw when I was a student. I think it's so important. When I teach photography, sometimes I'll tell people, pretend you're a tourist in your own town. Get up at 6 a.m., see the things you don't normally see. And of course, if you are a tourist in any town, you're not familiar with the regular run-of-the-mill things that happen every day. So you won't be dismissive of them. You'll just have oh, this is interesting. That's a trash truck, huh? That's what it looks like. Or that's a milkman delivering milk. But if you get up early, you see something you haven't seen before. So hopefully this will show some people what they haven't seen before.